everybody, welcome to Glacier National Park in Montana. This is my first time in this park. It's one of the crown jewels of America, and I know I've said that in the past about other parks, but this is one of those parks where countless times I've just heard person after person tell me how much they love this park. I'm actually here with my older sister. We're gonna be hiking and backpacking all throughout the park, so we're going to be bringing you guys along on some of the trails we're choosing to hike and backpack. Hopefully we'll see some wildlife along the way. If you love travel, nature, and the outdoors, then make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on those bell notifications, and get ready for adventure. Good morning, everybody. Today we are backpacking, so I'll show you our room because we are just trying to get packed up here and ready for the day. As you can see, we're laying out all of our items here and should hopefully be out the door here in about 45 minutes. We are finally at the trailhead. We are packed, ready to go, heading out to Red Eagle Lake today. This is on the east side of the park, over near St. Mary's Visitor Center and Ranger Station, which is where we're going to be starting our hike out to Red Eagle Lake. It's about 7.5 miles each way, and we'll be camping out at the lake when we get there. And I'm really excited. We've already had a couple of disasters this morning with our water bladders leaking all over pretty much everything, so trying to get things dried out, and we're about to hit the trail. Lots of raspberry bushes. On the other side of the trail, blueberries are as wide as you can see. All right, so we just had our first potential wildlife encounter. Definitely a little baby animal crying in the woods. So just getting loud and continuing on the trail. Glacier National Park is bear territory, and I'm talking grizzlies and black bears, and on this trail we saw footprints from both of them. I was really glad to have my older sister with me for that extra sense of security. This is definitely an area that I probably wouldn't backpack in alone, so I was really happy to have her. And we really enjoyed the first couple of miles of this hike that went through these stunning meadows full of wildflowers. I truly felt like we were in The Sound of Music. Right before I left for this trip, I was talking to a friend of mine on the phone when the line went dead. Turns out someone was in the process of stealing his identity. They'd hacked into his phone, his emails, his bank accounts, and his crypto accounts, and were in the process of trying to steal as much as they possibly could. Identity theft is one of the fastest growing crimes in America. There's actually a new victim every 14 seconds, and I don't want it to happen to anyone else I know or any of you ever again, which is why I'm really excited to talk to you about today's video sponsor, Aura. Aura is identity theft protection. It's also fraud monitoring. It's got a VPN, password management, and antivirus software, all combined into one easy-to-use app. Now, you might have one of these services already, but if you don't have all of these tools, it's like locking your front door but leaving the back door wide open. Those who've had their identity stolen are often shocked when it happens. I mean, imagine trying to log into your email account one day only to see that the password was changed just hours ago. Then you start getting notifications of activities from your bank, your credit cards, your crypto accounts, etc. This is exactly what happened to my friend. Now, it's super scary, and unfortunately, it's a reality for way too many people. But thankfully, Aura monitors the dark web for your emails, your passwords, your social security numbers, and it sends alerts fast right to your phone and email so that you can fix things in real time if something bad does happen. I've actually been using Aura for the last couple of weeks, and it is astounding to see how many times my password has been leaked in various websites from all places on the internet, as well as my email. This has helped me not only change and update some of my passwords, but make sure that I'm not a victim of identity theft. Now, Aura also gives you real-time alerts on suspicious credit inquiries, like if someone was opening a loan or a credit card in your name, which hopefully never happens to you. Aura's VPN also allows you to stay anonymous online, but keeping your browsing history and personal information safe and encrypted. So to protect your family and yourself from identity theft, you need to go to aura.com/Alice. And I've also linked this down in the description. If you sign up right now, Aura is actually going to give you 2 weeks of a free trial with my link so that you can see for yourself how many times Aura finds you or your family members' personal information on the dark web. Now, let's get back to the video. This was such a great trail for us to kind of get back in shape and get back into our hiking and backpacking season. The trail is really pretty flat. There's not that many inclines. It just kind of meanders along the river through this beautiful terrain. There is a lot of burn sections, but the meadows and forest make up for that. And one of our favorite parts was definitely going across these swinging bridges across the river. Definitely want to stay in the middle. Well, we finally just saw our first person on the trail so far, which means we're probably gonna have the lake entirely to ourselves tonight. We have been following moose prints for a couple of miles now also, so hopefully we get to see one on our hike. I was pretty excited to see a moose, but less excited when I saw these prints from a big grizzly. His feet were way bigger than mine. We had already seen some black bear prints, but these were our first grizzly prints right on the trail and pretty recently as well. So we were definitely on our guard after that. how beautiful this lake is. We just arrived. The first thing we have to do here before we set up our tent is actually store our food. Now, one of the things that Glacier has done really well is actually set up food storage areas at, as you can see behind me here, there's big poles here and a campfire. They have actually done a great job at setting up these backcountry spots with areas like this, separate areas for camping. There's even a pit toilet here for all the hikers and campers coming through this area. These are usually set up at the beginning of the season, and it makes coming to places like this so much easier. So before we go set up our tent and pick a campsite, we're gonna get our food hung up there, make sure everything that's scented in our bags is in that bear bag that we're hanging. Then we'll go set up our tent and then enjoy this lake a little bit. Glacier actually requires that you have a bear bag rather than a bear box, and you don't have to buy something fancy. If you've got a dry bag, you can actually use this. Works perfectly. We just tied ours on the side and hoisted it up on the bear storage area. Want to see more of Glacier? Make sure you check out some of my other videos from this trip, including some of my favorite hikes and a full guide to the park as well. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon, and leave a comment down below either. I'll see you guys on the next adventure. As always, I'm Alice Ford. Never stop exploring.